Hey guys, so in my last video my friend Megan mentioned that I was pretty good at artwork, and one person in the comments said that they would be interested in seeing my art, so I figured that if at least one person is interested, I might as well make it into a video. Plus, I'm getting into a period again where I'm actually actively doing art and enjoying it. I go through phases where I'll be really into it for a while and then I'll just start hating everything I'm doing with it, and I'll just stop and I'll quit and I'll just kind of shun it for a while. But I'm back in the mode that I need to be in order to do art. So this video is happening. Anyways, let's also, first off, I don't want to say that I'm amazing or anything like that because I'm really not. Some of the stuff is pretty mediocre, but everything I have is in here for a reason. Either I really liked it or it was important to me at the time for whatever reason. A lot of it isn't, I mean, it doesn't really have that much deep meaning, most of it. So, I don't know, but I liked it for whatever reason, so that's why it's here. I have gotten rid of the vast majority of the stuff that I've actually done, so what's here is at least the stuff I value the most. So, starting off, something that I thought was good at the time, I did this sophomore year or junior year. Yeah, I think it was my junior year. Art portfolio, one side of it. Last name here. Here's a chick. She's got nice hair. These are Zentangles. Yay. Laminated. I'm not a fan of lamination. Okay. Next thing. It's the other side of the portfolio. The one with my first name on it. And there's actually a lot going on here. Okay, this is markers, so I mean, like, this isn't high quality stuff. This is just high school art class stuff. But sun clock, I did a lot of these. I really like doing them. Here's a sword. It's got something written on it. I believe it's the Latin word for happy. I think it says Festus. I don't know that that's actually the Latin word for happy, but I heard it somewhere, so I wrote it on the sword. Here is a book. It has Puck's quote at the end of A Midsummer Night's Dream. Glasses, letters. You can see this. It's pretty cool. Here's a lion. My favorite animal is a lion. Quill pen. Did I say that already? You guys have eyes. Unless you're just listening to the audio for whatever reason. I don't know why you would do that. Here's the ship. It's got mermaids down there. Also, fun story about the ship. Do you see how there's like darker areas in these sails? That wasn't on purpose. I don't know if it looks like it was, but my cat stepped on it with muddy paws and I was freaking out about it. I also forgot to color in the sails, which, I mean, I'm a little bit annoyed at myself, but like, this was this is my junior year. It's just, I like it. I honestly really like how I did this whole thing. I might try and incorporate the double-sided situation that I have going on here into something new because I really like it, honestly. Also from high school. I think most of the stuff is from high school. Most of the stuff that I've actually completed, I think, has come from art classes, to be honest with you, but alright. It's an owl. The black lines are actually, they're textured, three-dimensional. They are glue mixed with ink. Not my idea. It was part of the art class assignment. There's a sunflower in the middle. There's a clock. I really like clocks. There is a globe. It's not supposed to just be the earth, because if you can see, there's lines on it. It was supposed to be a globe. So, I really think it's pretty, so, yeah. I use too many words. Next thing, I cannot claim this as my own at all, because this was I gridded the original poster of Les Mis, or at least I printed it off online, and I gridded it, and I made my own. And it took a lot of work. This is India ink, and this is watercolor. And I'm proud of this, but at the same time, it's not my artwork. It's just my copying abilities. More example of my copying abilities and obsession with Les Mis. Here's little Cosette. Yep, that is her face. I didn't finish it. Nope. There's a few things in here that I hadn't finished, but moving on. I really liked this. It is a fairy, it is a portrait. I was really proud of my shading job on it. It honestly looks a lot better in person. It also used to look a lot better back when I first did it, before it kind of got smeared, and it's charcoal, so charcoal has a tendency to smear, especially if it's not fixed with like a setting spray or something. Is that what it's called? I don't know. But yeah, I didn't know you were supposed to do that back then. I have 2 more unfinished pieces. Here's another chick. Found her face online. I gridded her. Most of this is my own rendition of the picture. Like, I changed a lot of stuff. It's just her face. So, yeah. The next thing, I really wish I'd finished this, because I don't really draw or paint many men, mostly because I'm not particularly good at them. But here's a leprechaun, and there's a spider, webs, stuff going on, but I kind of really like how this could have turned out, but I didn't finish it. And honestly, I'm probably not ever going to. This is like 95% finished. It's a lady, and she's got a lot of hair, and I don't know. Yep, that's her. That's her face. Wait, that's not her face. She has no face. She's got a body, and she's got hair, and that is that picture. Next one. Another fairy. Watercolor, ink, and I used a gold pen, which I don't know if you can tell that that's gold. Maybe you can, but it's on canvas paper, and it was really hard to do actually, but I like how it turned out, so that's that. Oh, she's breathing out butterflies. Next, can't call this my own either. This is another Les Mis thing. Shocker, right? It's a portrait of Eponine Marius. If you've seen Les Mis, you know who they are. If you haven't, go see Les Mis, because it's amazing. It's also laminated. I really hate this lamination. I hate it. Alright, next thing. Also not my own. Another copied thing, so honestly I wish I didn't have so much that was copied, but I copied this from National Geographic. In my mind, this lion is Aslan from Chronicles of Narnia. It kind of looks like he's looking up to heaven, looking to God, kind of praying. This is Aslan in my mind. So yeah, that's that. Alright, now we're getting into the stuff that I did when I moved out to Washington State. And all the stuff I did was done through art class, and then honestly that class kind of made me fizzle out with art. Not gonna lie. It's sad, but it's the truth. But I digress. This is actually inspired from my favorite book. Just like a very short little blip in that book. Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. There was mentioned a girl with ivy in her hair. It was like, seriously, it was almost nothing, but I thought it was a pretty idea, and I could have, it gave good imagery in my mind, and I put it on paper, but this isn't finished. I also kind of think I messed it up along the way a bit, and it's still sort of pretty though. That's why I couldn't get rid of it. Plus, I kind of liked that it was from Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. Alright, the next thing looks a lot better when it's all spread out. There's 8 different pieces, but they all go together. It was for my art final. We had to do 4 big pictures, or 4 big sheets of paper of something that we learned in the art class. And we learned portraits. And I'm really good at portraits. Portraits are honestly my favorite thing to do. I'm probably the best at them. So what I did is I cut the big sheets in half, and I did 8 smaller portraits of candy represented by girls. And honestly, these used to look a lot better. They used to be much more defined because they are in pastels, and not oil pastels. They're in like the chalky ones, but here's Cotton Candy Girl. Can't see her very well. There was a time when I really wanted to go back to these and make them better, and honestly, maybe I still should. Is it too late for that? Probably not, but I don't know if we'll get around to it or not. So that was Cotton Candy Girl. Here is Bubblegum Girl. She's probably honestly my least favorite. I like this one. This is Licorice. And if you couldn't tell, she was kind of inspired by Helena Bonham Carter. Licorice. Lollipops. Peppermint. I tried to get all of like the main traditional candies in. I think I did a decent job. There might be something that I forgot, but gumdrops. Alright, the last 2 are my favorites. Alright. Caramel. I really like her. Oh, and I don't know if you can tell, but that is caramel dripping off of her hands. And the last one is chocolate. She does have a nose. I swear she has a nose. Okay. And the last one is my favorite one. Okay, I have 3 more. The last one is my favorite one, but up until this point, it's been in chronological order. The last one technically came even before the Candy Girls, but we're gonna go with the 2 that I've done the most recently now. Here is me. I based it off of the picture that I used for the profile picture that I use for basically everything. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. That's me. In cartoon form. The next one is the most recent thing that I've done. I did this seriously in the past week. And I have somewhat mixed feelings. She's based off of a picture of a gypsy girl from like the 1800s that I found on Google because, yeah. Is that sound going to be a problem? But here she is. I kind of went a little bit crazy and overboard with the eyelashes. I do that in some of them, but I'm not sure it works here or not. But I honestly don't hate her. She turned out alright. Plus, I really like doing this style. I don't know if you can tell that from what I've got here, because I get rid of like 90% of the stuff that I do, but I like the style. And the last one. It's another self-portrait, and I have no idea what to do with it because it's gigantic. I did it for that art class. We were supposed to do self-portraits, so it's not like I just decided I was going to do a great big picture of myself. And here it is. I'm honestly really super proud of it. This was before I cut my hair, but you can it kind of doesn't matter because it's up. There's my scar. This was based off a photograph that I took of myself a long time ago. I don't have the photograph anymore. Honestly, the photograph didn't matter at all, but I really like how this portrait came out. Let's see if we can make my face go to the same angle and make it look like me. But does it look like me? Who knows? Who cares? I think it looks like me. And I'm really proud of it. But I can't put it on my wall because that seems a bit narcissistic, if you ask me. Maybe not. If you have a big portrait of yourself on your wall, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Feel perfectly happy and content with all that. It's just not for me. But there you have it. There is all my artwork that I've saved. Hopefully I'll have more. If you're interested, maybe I'll do an update on the artwork that I've done more recently in a few months. Who knows? But that's that. And I don't really know quite what else to say, but that's the end. So, bye!